All right, all right. As promised, here I am. For friends who are joining me for the very first time, and you're wondering, who is this purple haired girl? My name is Endodeca. I'm also known as Maximilian. But when I am singing and engaged in music, I go by the name Endodeca. So it's lovely to meet you. And I'm really excited to share with you something really special that I built. So I, as a musician, have been making music for a really long time, but not so long that I didn't have any digital instruments. Digital really is my medium across the board. Although I do have musical abilities and I can play many instruments by ear, I love the digital realm. And with the release of AI, it's gotten even more exciting for me as it's filled in the areas where maybe my strengths aren't as strong. And that goes across the board, not only for creativity in making music, but also in getting my music out there. That's a really big deal. Let me tell you a little bit about myself. When I first started out, I knew that there was so much I needed to know. And while I was still in high school, I got a job at a record label because I wanted to learn from the inside out. So I figured that if I had a job on the inside, I would be able to avoid many of the mistakes that other artists make because I just knew that there was so much I didn't know. And these were things that nobody could tell me. They were things I had to learn on my own. And the first thing I learned, the most important lesson that I got, was actually my very first day when I realized how difficult it is to get the right people to hear your songs. So the first thing I realized is I needed to remove that bottleneck from my own workflow in my own career. And so even though I was very passionate about music, I didn't attempt to get a record deal or release music for a very long time because I saw from the inside many of the problems that I had not yet figured out how to solve. And so I didn't want to take my most precious thing that I could create, music, and put it into an area where I didn't feel like I could survive. Area, arena, family, ecosystem, all of that. It looked very broken. And I didn't see how I even had a chance. And it wasn't even a question of whether or not my music was good. It was about the ecosystem. It was about the workflow. It was about the royalty system. It was about so many things that I saw really weren't working. And I saw how hard some people were working and how far they had come. And I thought, if those people who are at the top of their game, who had already put in many years or decades of effort, were still struggling against these circumstances, what chance did I have? It didn't look good. And in many of the cases, the things that I was observing, I don't know that the artists themselves recognized that those things were going on. I recognized that I needed to solve not only getting my music into the hands of people who wanted to listen to it as consumers, but also getting it into the hands of people, period. Distribution was an issue. So I realized that before I could really achieve my goal of having my music all around the world, I needed to drill down into some practical things. Well, it's taken a long time, but it looks like it's finally all come together. So let me introduce you to what I've built. This is a concept for an album that I'm releasing. But it's more than an album. It's an experience. The album itself is called Zombie Leisure Time. Okay? I created a label and it's called Supreme Racket Records. More on that later. Anyway, so this is the album right here. But what you're looking at isn't just a place to buy a record. It's a musical experience because, see, the album's not out yet. So here it is, the title, okay? It's a whole vibe. You might be wondering about the flashing screen. Now, let me share something else with you. I also invented a game, and I love 3D experiences. And before I invented this game, it's called Miss Petty, by the way, I created a different experience for my music. And I say it's a game, but it's more like a leisure play mode in a game, okay? And what I did is I created an experience that I love. I love rain. I love lightning. I love thunderstorms. And so, for the lo-fi music that I created, because I created this banger of a song, but I didn't want to just listen to it. I wanted to create a place for it to live inside of. I wanted to create a place where I could be with the music, be inside of it. So I created a 3D environment that is a dark, stormy, rainy night with lightning. And here's another little something. I remember I went to Las Vegas and I was on the rooftop of this house and it wasn't raining, but we were all on the rooftop because it was a lightning storm. Now, it was way in the distance. It was way, way in the distance, right? We didn't know it was a lightning storm when we first went on the rooftop. It was just a nice night, nice night. But on the rooftop, I saw far in the distance a lightning storm, and what really caught my attention was that it was pink. Yes, the very first time I ever saw pink lightning was in Las Vegas, and then I had to immediately look it up, and I learned that pink lightning, the appearance of lightning being pink, is caused by a surplus of nitrogen in the air. But it really, really stuck with me. Pink has been my favorite color for a really long time. So pink lightning had to go in my 3D experience, right? Now that 3D experience I'm talking about, it's called Night Walker, because you're walking at night. And it's a lo-fi music, rainy experience. It's so fun. Go ahead and play with it. There's a link on this page, you'll see. But the lo-fi album, Zombie Leisure Time, was birthed from the solo experience that I created called Nightwalker. So it's all connected. And if you first experienced the Nightwalker game and you enjoyed the lo-fi listening experience, this totally it's a nice segue into everything that's coming next. So here we are on the Zombie Leisure Time experience. You'll see there's a ticker at the top telling you the leisure zone is open. You can register and unlock 40% more preview material. That's right. So if you come down here, you can hit preview. You see these here, where you see the arrow. These are previews that you can listen to, but you'll notice that some of them, instead of a preview, it's got a lock. There's another lock. Well, there's a fast car in the neighborhood. So you'll see these locks, right? This is what the ticker is referring to. If you register as one of my music listeners, you will have access to listen to more of the album before it's released. All right? So there it is. What else? You'll see that there are some little labels here. I'm trying to point out to you the parts of this experience because I say it's more than an album. So this is showing you the more. Why more? Huh? So this is showing you Glazed and Unbothered. This is the intro. See, these labels help you discern like how much of this experience is actually music. I don't know if it's happened for you, but sometimes, I get an album, a CD, and I look and there's like all these tracks, but they're not all music. Some of them are interludes or talking or like whatever. So it's going to tell you if something is an interlude or not. It also kind of gives you a visual idea of this experience. Where is it going to take you? If you see multiple interludes, you know that you're going on an adventure. You're going on a journey. So it's a lot more than just the intro and the outro here. Right now, we're looking at the signed out preview. Registered listeners, as you heard here, 40% more. Here is where you can register to unlock. I'm only asking for your nickname and your email address. Why do I want that? Well, as I mentioned, the album's not out yet. When it is out, I want to let you know about it. So there it is. But hey, if you don't care, don't give me your email address, okay? But for those of you who are interested, that's how you do it. Here's the rest of the other things that I have for you to explore and experience. This is another reason why this is an experience and not just an album release page. This is the living archive. Everything in Endodeca and where to find it. It's a constantly updating index of released music and where it lives. Not only music that is in a format that you're used to, but all the formats. So here we have the Zombie Leisure Time. This is the experience that we're talking about right now. Next, Nightwalker 3D. See, this is the interactive experience I told you about. And it doesn't cost you anything to explore and experience that. I minted it as an NFT. Yeah, it's that special that I wanted to put it into a special format and let you own it. So the link is there for you to explore and experience that. Again, it costs you nothing to have the full experience, but if you love it and you'd like to support my work, you can buy a copy. And if you really do like it, I always suggest that you do. If you'll notice that some of these works are limited editions, which means that it might be limited by time. So at some time, I might decide to take it off sale. So if you see something you like, I encourage you to get it while you can. Next, you'll see Pookie Doesn't Dance. This is something interesting too. So it's a fun song. It's definitely, it's quirky, okay? It's quirky and fun. And what's cool about it is the second iteration. See, this is an NFT experience. The second iteration offers the stems. So if you're a DJ or, you like to do performances, it offers you the ability to interact with the music in a different way. That's coming. The first iteration, just like showing off the song and the vibe, is out, and that's on NFT. That's a really special NFT. NFT is a non-fungible token. I refer to these as digital heirlooms because it's something that you can transfer to another person, and it's something that there's a global marketplace that you can sell them on. So if you listen to it, you've enjoyed it, and you feel like you've enjoyed it all you're going to, you can actually resell it very easily. So I think that's interesting. They Were Wrong and Dinner Out are both classical vibes. Again, these are digital heirlooms. So these are NFTs, and they offer more than just music. They're interactive music experiences. And they're special as well because I can add to them. So when I create a music video, or if I create a game that uses that music, I have the option to add it as a new experience to the token that you already own. So you may open it up one day and see that in addition to what's there, there's something new. This contract does not allow me to take anything away. You'll never wake up and see that there's not something there. It will always be an addition, not a subtraction. Next in the list, you'll see something called Big Girly Birthday Energy. This is an NFT, and what's special about this is it's going to give you early access to something else that's coming soon. But in and of itself right now, it's super fun. Have you heard of this amazing artist called Empress Trash? Well, her birthday was a few months back, and I honored her with a special verse in my song. So I minted the verse as just like the rap part where I rap about her, the rap verse I wrote for her birthday. And it's a special NFT that stands alone. But if you buy it, when the single comes out that includes that verse, you will receive it. But only if you're my registered listener. So there's that. Next, you'll see Friend in Summer. This is a really fun, dynamic music experience. It's one of the first NFTs I created to explore what else a music cover could be. Highly recommend. This also has other experiences that you will get access to if you own it. No, it's not written down anywhere. This is the alpha. It's something that I'm telling you is coming. Let me continue showing you what else there is. Here we go. So here it is, a big button that you can't miss to the Nightwalker experience. If you tap that button, it's going to take you to the NFT experience off of this page. And here is the game that I told you about. This is a fully functional, it's a fully alive, freestanding game. So if you tap this big button, it is going to take you off this website. It's going to take you to the game itself that you could play. There's a button here that says watch the demo, which you could do, right? So you can see how the game is played. If you watch for a little while, you'll totally get it. So you could watch for a little while if you want. And what you do is you click watch the demo. You can tap this to get it full screen. So like this. It's going to let you watch the gameplay so that you have an idea how the game is played. I promise that if you watch it, you'll pick up how it's played. If you're interested to learn more, the game is called Ms. M.S. Dot. P-E-T-T-Y, Miss Petty. And there'll be deeper information on that on the developers channel on YouTube. Okay? But really, you don't have to remember all that. Just tap in and play. You'll see all the information you need there. So this is something new as well that I'm introducing. Tip now, own it on release. So, the album's not out, but if you want to give me a tip before it comes out, based on what you've seen, I'm going to send you the album. I'm going to send you music based on who knows, but you're going to get the album. So don't worry. But if you tip more, you might get a little extra something special. Oh, yeah. So here's the deal, and this is what I think is really fun. If you want to just support what I do, you totally can tip me. But if you want the album, tip me and leave me your email address. If you give me a tip and don't put your email address, you're just tipping me. So make sure that you share your email, okay? Because I'd love to send you the album when it comes out. It's coming out soon. Now, this is not for everyone, just for some people. If you have a podcast or radio show and you're looking to talk with Endodeca, or you want to talk with me about how I built this or why, you want to have a developer chat, anything like that, here's the podcast booking form right there. So if you're listening to this music and you say, damn, I want to have Endodeca come and talk about the album on my podcast, there's the form right there, so you can very easily get in touch with me. You can tell me the dates that you'd like me to come on your show so that when I get back with you, I can give you a firm yes or ask you to reschedule. Also, there's also a form for musical appearance. So if you want me to come and perform, there's a form for that as well. All right? I'll let you explore the footer at the end. And this is it, friends. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm so excited to release this experience to you. I hope that you will check it out very soon. The link will be live soon. Take care and be well.